नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सखगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge which can be joyfully performed, the everlasting knowledge which can be joyfully performed. Susukam kartum avyayam. Now we are successfully studying in the 14th chapter, the three modes of material nature. When we take shelter into this Bhagavad Gita, we are making progress. And Arjuna asked a very important question in the 6th chapter. If a person is not able to achieve Siddhi, who is not able to attain perfection before this life ends, what will be his destination? Very important question. So, because Arjuna told Krishna that when Krishna taught completely everything about how to control the mind, Arjuna told Krishna that yoyam yogas tvaya proktaga samyena madhusudana etasyagam na pasyami chanchalatvat sthitim stira. So, this knowledge, this yoga, this practice, what you taught, I don't think I can follow. I can do it. I don't see myself doing it. Etasyagam na pasyami. I don't see myself doing it. Krishna is standing in front of Arjuna, and Arjuna is telling Krishna that he can't do it. That's why he is asking such important question. Those who take up this path, but yoga chalikta manasaga aprapya yoga samsiddhim kamgati Krishna. That's what. Aprapya yoga samsiddhi. So not achieving the complete perfection, kamgati Krishna gacchati. So Krishna, what destination he goes, he attains. That's what kamgati Krishna gacchati. And Krishna told very clearly that he will not meet with any destruction in this life or even in the next life, in the future also. Partha naivega namutra vinasastasya vidyati. Nahi kalyana krit kaschid durgatim data vichyati. So, that way, we are very, very fortunate that we are on the right path going towards Krishna, and we will go to Krishna by his causeless mercy. And if that happens in this life, it is very nice, excellent. That's what we should strive for. We should go to Krishna, Goloka. Because we are not, there is nothing else is there for us to come back here. It's all we have seen. Everywhere, only struggle. Everywhere, there is only suffering. So what's the point in again planning to coming back to this earth? So we should not prepare ourselves to come back here. If we have a lot of attachments here, then we will be forced to come back here. That is what is called bandha. At the time of death, if we have bandha, if we have attachments, then we will have to come back. If we have janma bandha, karma bandha, then we will be forced to come again to this material world. That's why Krishna is teaching us that perform everything as yoga only. As what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita, that do everything for Krishna, don't have any attachment to the results, don't claim the results. So that's what Krishna is repeatedly teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita, because that way there won't be any bandha, there won't be any bondage to this material wealth. Yoga sanyasta karmanam jnana sanchinna samsayam atmavantam na karmani nibadnanti dhananjaya. That's what Krishna is saying. Yoga sanyasta karmanam. If we perform if we offer all the results, if we renounce all the results, sanyasta karmanam, that's what renouncing all the results. So that means not claiming the results as ours. That means not having any attachment to the results. That means using all the results in the service of Krishna. How that is possible? Only jnana, with the knowledge, sanchinna samsayam. So simply destroy the doubts, samsayam. So we should not have any doubts. We should be very clear. Based on Bhagavad Gita knowledge, everything should be very clear to us. We should not be confused. There is no need for any confusion, because under the control of Maya, everyone is under illusion. So we need to come out of that illusion. That's what is very important. Tribhi guna mayegi bhavegi yebigi sarvamidam jahat mohitam. Abhijanati mamebhyah param abhyam. This sarvamidam jagat mohitam. This entire world is under illusion, because under the control of the three modes of material nature. Tribhir gunamayi bhavegi. So we need to work everything. We need to do everything for Krishna. So that means we need to offer all the results unto Krishna. So that means yoga, sanyasta, karmanam, jnana, sanchinna, samsayam. So that means we don't have any doubts, and we have full knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and we are able to offer everything to Krishna, knowing very well that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So then what is going to happen? Atmavantam nakarmani nibadnanti dhananjaya. So none of our activities are going to bind us to this material world. That's what Krishna is teaching us. Atmavantam nakarmani nibadnanti dhananjaya. That should be the way of doing all our activities. So if we do that, if we are able to achieve perfection, if we go to Goloka, then everything is fine. We don't have to come back again here at all, because once we go there, that's it. There is only one way. It's not a two-way. So if we go there, we will be there. We will not die. We will be there in Goloka only, all the time. That's what Krishna is teaching us. But if you don't go there, then we will again come back to this material world. But if you are a devotee of Krishna, if you are already on the path of perfection, so that means Krishna will give us again and again opportunities to purify ourselves. That's what is going to happen. Purvabhyasena tenaiva kriyate avasopi saha jignasurapi yogasya sabda brahmati vartate. So, because of our past practice, Purva Abhyasa. Purva Abhyasa means practice in our past, previous previous lives. It's not that suddenly we became a devotee of Krishna and chanting Hare Krishna and serving Krishna in this life. We did this in our previous life also, but we did not achieve perfection in that life. So, because this practice is going to be with us, this practice is going to stay with us. Purva Abhyasa. Purva Abhyasena tenaiva kriyate avasopi saga jignasurapi yogasya. So in this yoga, we'll automatically get attracted to this. The jignasu, that inquisitiveness, it comes automatically because it's just coming from our previous lives. Because our practice, what we have done in our past lives. Purvabhyasena tenaiva kriyate avasopi saga jignasurapi yogasya sabdha brahma adhivartate. Will be automatically attracted to Krishna's instructions. Sabdha brahma adhivartate. We'll start following Krishna's instructions again. So this Bhagavad Gita, this is a time-tested knowledge. This is a Purana, the oldest knowledge. It's going to be here. And even if it gets lost, Krishna will again come and establish this Bhagavad Gita. This parampara, even though as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that yamam parampara praptam imam rajarishyo vidugu sakale nega mahatta yogo nashtaga parantam. This knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge was received through disciplic succession, but during the course of time, this succession, disciplic succession was lost, was broken. Sayevayam maya tedya yogaha proktaha puradanaha bhakto sime sakha cheti rahasyam hetaduttamam. So that same knowledge which I spoke earlier to Sun God Vivaswan, Yogaha Proktaha Puradanaga. Yogaha, this Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge which was spoken, Proktaha, and which is the oldest, Puradanaga. Mayate Adya. And I'm speaking to you today. I'm giving that same knowledge to you today. Why? You are my friend and devotee. You are my devotee and friend. Bhaktosi me sakha cheti. That's why I'm giving you this rahasyam hi etad uttamam, this topmost secret I'm revealing to you. So that way, this Bhagavad Gita is here. This knowledge is going to be here. This is a time-tested knowledge. It's there from time immemorial. It's there, Bhagavad Gita. It is avyayam, everlasting knowledge. It won't change. Everything all about ourself, about our soul, about ourself going to Goloka, like how we are controlled by the three modes of material nature and how to free ourselves from the modes of nature by surrendering unto Krishna. So everything is same. It's not going to change. So that way we will automatically get attracted to the same Bhagavad Gita again here. So that means whatever we are studying now, every day we are repeating, we are finishing and again restarting. We are studying again and again the same sloka, this Bhagavad Gita. By using it, if you go to Goloka this life, everything is great, good. But if you don't do that, then we'll again and again study this Bhagavad Gita. It's so nice. Even to know about that, we have to be really extremely happy to know about it. Very fortunate. Because for us, without Bhagavad Gita, there is no life. Without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, without knowing that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, this life is simply waste. It's useless for us, for devotees. Because devotees They dedicate their life only unto Krishna, Machitta, Madhyata, Prana. That's it. That's what we are doing it. That's what we want to do. We want to surrender everything unto Krishna. We want to fully depend on Krishna. We want to do everything for Krishna. So in all circumstances, we should depend only on Krishna. So that way, automatically we get attracted to this Bhagavad Gita again, Sabda Brahma Ati Vartate. Tatratam Buddhi Samyogam Labate Pauvadehikam Yatate Chatatho Bhuyaga Samsiddhau Kurunandana. So, after gaining this knowledge again, Tatratam Buddhi Samyogam Labate Pauvadehikam. So, whatever in our previous body, whatever buddhi we had, that also we will get it. So, that inquisitiveness will get it. That practice what we are following, that's going to come back to us. And this intelligence what we are gaining right now, that is going to be with us. So, everything is going to stay with us. If we don't go to Goloka this life, we will start from the same place where we left. Tatratam buddhi samyogam labate paurvadehikam. So in our previous body, whatever intelligence we had, we got it now. So in our next life, in this body, whatever intelligence we have, we are going to get it back. Because they are the part of our subtle body. Mind, intelligence, and ahankara, they are the part of the subtle body. It comes with the soul to the next body. Sariram yadavapnoti yachapyuktramati swaraga grihitvaitani samyati vayuh gandhani vasya. So grihitvaitani samyati. So when we quit one body and get another body, just like the air carries aroma, so we carry our mind, intelligence, ahankara, everything with us. So that way, tatratam buddhi samyoham labate paurvadehikam. Yatatecha tato bhuyaga samsiddhau kurunandana. So we will again endeavor for perfection and we'll start rendering devotional service unto Krishna. Aneka janma samsiddha. Purvabhyasena teneva kriyate avasopi saga. So that we are saying Aneka janma samsiddhaga tato yati paramgati. So that's what Krishna is saying. So when we do like that, Aneka janma samsiddhaga tato yati paramgati. So, prayatnatyathamanastu yogi samruddha kilvishaga aneka janma samsiddhaga tato yati param gati. So, prayatnatyathamanastu yogi samruddha kilvishaga. So, by endeavoring for perfection, by rendering devotional service unto Krishna, by studying Bhagavad Gita like this again and again, then we will be freed from all sins. Antagatam papam. All our sins will come to an end. That's what yogi samruddha kilbishag. Then aneka janma samsiddhaga tato yati param gatim. So when we get complete perfection after many lifetimes, like following this Krishna's instructions very well, the same instructions, the same Bhagavad Gita, everything is same, which is not going to change. We will attain perfection. Tato yati param gatim. We'll go to the supreme destination. So that is the knowledge what we are getting in this Bhagavad Gita. So this material world is temporary. This material world is miserable. It is full of sufferings here. So there is no point in planning a permanent and blissful life in this material world. That's not going to happen. We need to understand that very well. We should not be even aiming. We should not be even planning. Knowing very well that everything is temporary. Everything is miserable. This material world. So we should focus to go to Goloka as soon as possible. That's what is very important. All our efforts should be only towards that one. Krishna is there with us. Krishna is protecting us all the time. And Krishna is ready to take us to Goloka. So that's why he is giving us this knowledge. So this Bhagavad Gita is simply purifies the soul. That's what is happening. So we will be able to give up all attachments. in this material world, when we gain this complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So now we are successfully studying in the 14th chapter about the three modes of material nature. So in the 14th chapter, in the 5th sloka, what we studied, Sattvam rajastama iti gunaha prakriti sambhavaga nibadnanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. Sattvam rajastama iti gunaha prakriti sambhavaga. So this Sattuguna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna, they are produced from Prakriti only. So they are produced from Prakriti and they bind the soul into the body. They bind the eternal soul, Deginam Avyayam, into the body, O mighty armed Arjuna. That's what Krishna is telling. Material nature consists of three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with nature, O mighty armed Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by these modes. Then in the next sloka, we studied about the Sattva-guna, the effect of that. Today we'll study about the Rajoguna. Tatra sattvam nirmalatva prakashakam manamayam sukha sangena badnati jnana sangena chanaga. Out of this Sattva-guna, the mode of goodness, they bind because of its purity, because it is not impure, nirmalatvat. So it is pure. So prakasakam anamayam. So it illuminates and frees one from all miseries. It binds one to the happiness and knowledge. Sukha sangena badnati, jnana sangena cha naga. Sinless one. It binds to the happiness and also knowledge. So because knowledge brings happiness. So ignorance is not blissful. Ignorance is dangerous. Knowledge is blissful. Knowledge brings happiness. That's what we need to understand. O sinless one, the mode of goodness, being purer than the others, is illuminating, and it frees one from all sinful reactions. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is teaching us, this sloka number 7, what we are studying today. Rajo raga makam viddhi Trishna sanga samudbhavam tannibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. So you understand viddhi, understand that this Rajoguna, so that is ragatmakam. So it is born from desires. When we desire, when we are desiring something in this material way, that means when we want to enjoy the material sense objects, immediately Rajoguna is born. Immediately will come under the control of the mode of passion. And when desire comes, means it is Sangha Samudbhavam. So it is produced from the attachment. So when we are hankering, when we are hankering after material sense objects, when we develop attachment on them, so then immediately Rajoguna comes to us. Immediately will come under the control of Rajoguna. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumshaga Sangaste Supajayate. So Dhyayato Vishayan Pumshaga Sangaste Supajayate. When we contemplate the material sense objects, we will develop attachment on them. So this is in the second chapter we studied. If we insert this line, these two lines there, that is Rajo Sangha Samudbhavam. So that is dhyayato visayan pumsaga sangastesu pajayate, then sangat rajo samudbhavam. That's what is very important. There we study that sangat sanjayate kama. But in between we can put that sangat rajo samudbhavam. Because of that attachment, rajoguna kept us. That's why Krishna says in one sloka that kama yesa, krodha yesa, rajoguna samudbhavaga. So this kama and krodha are born from the rajoguna. That's why dhyayato visayan pumsaga sangaste supajayate. If he insert this sloka there, that sangat rajo samudbhavam, then sangat sanjayate kama. So there we can say that kama yesa, krodha yesa, rajoguna samudbhava. So from the rajoguna only kama and krodha are coming. So if you are not controlled by the rajoguna, we will not have kama or krodha. That's what is very important. And when we will get controlled by the rajoguna? When we have attachments, when we have desires in this material world. That's why we should not have any desires at all. Tannibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. Then immediately it binds us to work. That's why people are very passionate. They're working very hard because of attachments, because we want to achieve all materialistic results, material sense objects. So this is how the science of Rajoguna, it works here. It's very scientific. Krishna's message we are understanding very clearly. The mode of passion is born of unlimited desires and longings, O son of Kunti, and because of this, the embodied living entity is bound to material fruitive actions. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 7th sloka in the 14th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Hina Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. I joined little late today. But I will
You can
go
follow
through that.
YouTube.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna. Rajeshwari Mataji, Hare Krishna.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ண குருஜி. இன்னைக்கு எல்லாம் விளக்கம் எல்லாம் பிரமாதமா இருந்தது, நல்லா இருந்தது. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Salam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
An interesting session today also. We have again said that the intelligence which we acquire in this life, it goes beyond in next generation also. That is interesting part. And regarding Maya and all that, you are again and again telling us that we should not get attached to the material world. Otherwise, we have to come back the same. Then again and again, we have to try this thing. Only the Krishna's Saralam will help us. Yes. Interesting session, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. So the mode of goodness is very prominent, Guruji. But ultimately, I think we have to go above the mode of goodness also, Guruji. Is it?
Yeah, once we are in the mode of goodness, when we get the knowledge, when we follow Bhagavad Gita, then when we render devotional service unto Krishna, we'll automatically be freed from all the modes of nature and we'll go to Goloka. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. And this devotional service which we have to render to Krishna, that comes with knowledge.
Knowledge, that is correct. That's what knowledge.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for doing it every day. Thank you so much for all your efforts. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sunil Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Today I could attend the class properly. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Dandavat Pranam Guruji.
Dandavat Pranam.
Thanks to Guruji for a very nice class. I just want to have some clarification. You told about Janma Bandhan and the Karma Bandhan. So just if you can elaborate what is the difference between the two types of bondages.
Both are very much related. They are not different. So when we are attached, so Janma Bandha, we call it as that we are again taking birth in this material world. So at the time of death, so when we are attached to this material world again, so when we have all the attachments, so that means we will again come back to this world again, take birth. That is because we have bandha, that is known as Janma Bandha. And once we are born here again, then we will be forced to work. That is Karma Bandha. So Janma Bandha makes us to come back here, and Karma Bandha forces us to work here. So this once we freed from Karma Bandha, so then we will not come back here. So Janma Bandha won't be there. So that way we should give up all the attachment to the results. So that way we should do everything for Krishna. Once we are freed from Buddhya Yukta Ayopata Karma Bandham Prakasas. That's what. When we act with intelligence, then we are freed from Karma Bandha. So once we are freed from Karma Bandha, so the same thing Buddhya Yukta. Karmajam Buddhi Yukta Palam Tektva Manishinaga Janma Bandha Vinirmukta. So Buddhya Yukta Ayapata Karma Bandham Prakasasi. Then Palam Tektva Manishinaga Janma Bandha Vinirmukta. So that's what Buddhya Yukta means. Acting with intelligence, so that means giving up the attachment to the results. That's what Tyaktva Karma Pala Sangam. So we need to give up the attachment to the results. So that way, both will lead to the same thing. We will be freed from Karma Bandha and Janma Bandha. You understand that, no?
Yes, Guruji, you mean to say Karma Bandhan, if we are bound by our karma, if we are having the attachment, then that will lead to the Janma Bandha. Is that the meaning? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Guruji, right. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much. So grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. I don't have any questions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much for the nice class, Guruji. Desire for Krishna's service leads towards Sattva Guna, mode of goodness. Other than this, desire for Kam Krodh leads towards Rajaguna and Tamoguna, Guruji.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. We are getting the supreme knowledge.
That is Krishna's
It's all
cause.
your efforts, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's cause. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. Guruji, the question that I wanted to ask was about the Shuddha Sattva state. Brinda Mataji also asked something about leaving all the three gunas to go above the three gunas. So is that what is the Shuddha Sattva state?
Yeah, that's correct. We are freed from all the gunas, three modes of nature. Once we are in the Sattva guna, we don't have to leave it. Automatically, we will get the knowledge. And then when we practice Bhagavad Gita, when we surrender unto Krishna, when we are doing everything for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so that means we are already free from all the modes of nature. We should not be in the Rajoguna and Tamoguna at all. Yes.
Okay. And what about desiring to go to temples and to do that type of work? It's kind of is it a rajasic thing to be going around and that's one question I've had, Guruji.
No,
To
going
want to go to different
to worship,
places
to worship,
to
then
worship. Yeah, to worship. Yeah.
to worship, that's a good thing. So understanding very well that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So that way, if you go to temple and worship even other deities, that's fine. But we need to understand very well that Krishna is the Supreme Lord with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. When you see the deity, when you see Krishna, so you will really really see Krishna there. You don't see that as a stone, correct? That's what is very important.
Yes.
That knowledge. So
Okay.
that's why Krishna says in Bhagavad
Because
Gita,
most of the saints and others were driven to go to different places, right? All the big saints and the Alvars, the Nayanmars or Vacharyas, if you see, they were all driven to go to so many places. So is that a part of Rajasic
No.
desire? It is a part of Sattvic desire only.
That's a part of basically like having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, not having any attachment to anything. So in Bhagavad Gita itself, Krishna says that we should not even consider anything as a there is a nice word for that. So we should not be considering anything as a resident, correct? It is living in a like avoiding the general mass of people means go to the places of worship. So that's what we are supposed to do. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Aniketa.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Aniketa. All right. Okay, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you for the class, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
By the costless mercy of Krishna, the Supreme Lord, we are studying Bhagavad Gita, the time-tested, everlasting knowledge. Today's class, we learned that for an Arjuna's question, a person who is not able to attain perfection throughout his life, what will be his destination? Whether he will attain the destination or not. Krishna says he will not meet any destination and he will be taking birth and again. So we should not try to come back to this earth again. At the time of death, we should not have any attachment or bandha. We have to do everything for Krishna and don't claim any results. Don't have any bondage with this material world. Krishna says, by renouncing all the results with the help of knowledge and destroy all your doubts, come out of illusion of this material world. We need to offer all our results to Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. By knowing Krishna is a super soul, none will bind us. By achieving perfection, we can go to Goloka and there won't be any return back. Krishna will give us opportunity again and again to purify ourselves. The practice of yoga, inquisitiveness will continue from life to life, next life also. We start following Krishna's instructions again and again. Krishna says, same knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the oldest, and that will continue. Same knowledge today we are studying, and this is the topmost secret, time-tested knowledge, Avyayam. For us, without the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, this life is waste. We want to surrender unto Krishna, fully depend on Krishna. Again, we study Bhagavad Gita again and again. We get the intelligence of our previous body also carried out. We again start developing devotional service to Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. By devotional service to rendering devotional service to Krishna again and again, all our miseries will come to an end. we attain Param Gati. In the 14th chapter, 6th sloka, in the 5th sloka telling about all three modes of nature. In the 6th sloka, Krishna is telling of the three modes, the mode of goodness is very pure and nirmala. It eliminates everything, free from all miseries. It binds one to happiness and one to knowledge also. And today's sloka, that is 7th sloka, Krishna is telling the mode of patience is born out of desire. It is produced from the attachment to material objects. We can understand, we come under the control of Rajoguna. When we contemplate on material senses, we develop Rajoguna. Kama, Krodha also are from Rajoguna. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
today, one of the wonderful exploring class today. So, there is a slogan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Kumada Kundraha, Varjanoho Nilaha, Varjanoho Nilaha. The meaning is, it comes under Vishnu Sahasranama in the stanza, that is 98th. So, Krishna is saying, wherever you go, you will find me. Kundraha means he enjoys. As a Bhagavan, he doesn't enjoy with himself that people devoting towards him, bhakti towards him. So, any temple we will find Sumati Mataji asked one question, what about this Alvar, Nayanamars? So many people are there. Krishna gets happy when we devote ourselves to all Nayanamars and Alvars. So first, wherever the temple we visit, first we have to see those Nayanamars, Alvars. They devoted the whole life towards Krishna. Whoever it is some Tamil god, they go for Muruga, Shiva temple, so many things are there. Ultimately, in every place, we will find Vishnu and everything is Vishnu Maya. So Krishna is prevalent everywhere. So he gets happy. So whether we should go to the temple or not, it is not a question that we are going there for purpose. In Bhagavad Gita, everything is explained. So don't search anything outside. You have to search everything inside. So going to temple means we have to give our respect to the forefathers who devoted their whole life towards their bhakti, towards Krishna. So the one setting example is our Mahapariva in Kanchipuram. Whole life, we feel that they are not communicating, but they communicate at all the time, without any disturbance, without perturbed, and they are in the samadhi mode. It doesn't mean that you don't live. They live. They live in a samadhi mode. That means whatever they do, they don't expect any result and don't expect any result from their bhaktis. I mean, their devotees. So that samadhi mode, very rare, very rare. Through my experience, I found it in a Sankaracharya, Paramacharya, not the current one. Is a Mahapariva, we used to call it. So there is a Shanti. When we look into their eyes, we will feel completely our entire difficulty is gone. That is the way, we feel it. So many politicians, our Venkatraman was the ex-president. When there was a turmoil, Indira Gandhi went there. She met. She did not ask. She did not able to utter any word. With the eye contact, she understood what she need to do. She went away. So our ex-president Venkatraman, all his life he devoted to Shankaracharya, and through Shankaracharya he devoted to Krishna, ultimately. So whatever the karma we do, that karma will bind us for the next this thing. If our karma in the later part of life, it is going towards Krishna. For example, it is not 100% filled. Maybe our water tank, we would have filled 1/4 or maybe below 10%. But when we go on searching this, understanding this Bhagavad Gita and the Krishna Leela, probably with maturity, we may attain that kind of a samadhi. The ultimatum is you have to attain that samadhi. That means you are nothing but you are part and parcel of Krishna. Why? Because still we could not able to win over. We have to see newspaper, we are seeing some TVs, we are looking at some places. So all these things are not needed when you want to have a direct IP connections with Krishna, dedicated connection. So all these things are immaterial. They are all disturbance, but we are bound to do that because we cannot avoid reading newspaper, reading some WhatsApp messages. We have to avoid all these things because our Adi Shankaracharya, he was not perturbed by any social kind of disturbance. They are in their own state. So that is the way. Even they said, I have taken a human life. So we are also, born for some kind of thing. I have to complete my karma. After completing karma only, I get that mukti. Even that Paramacharya, he himself told in his own, writings. That means he is also not reached that purity. So we are nothing. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much. So day by day, we need to be mature and we have to understand that we are nothing. Our body is nothing, but our soul is important. To purify our soul and connect with the super soul, we have to exercise and we have to devote. And pure bhakti will help. Not going to temple or anything. Even in temple, you go towards bhakti bhava without any expectation, without asking anything that your son will be IAS officer. Go with a pure mind. You will get that samadhi mode. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare. Manoranjan Sagar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, very
Hare
nice class. And Mani Prabhu and Lakshmi Shiva Chedar nicely have a discussions and how you to be connected with Krishna. That is, you should not think of the results, rather that different the modes of the material desires are coming out of the only illusion, nothing else. Only if Lord Krishna is with us, and we should connect with that. So these three modes of nature, how it affects us. So we should not be perturbed when you connect with Lord Krishna. And really nice class. I lately joined. Somehow I rested also. I missed. I was in the train, so kind of trouble tried, but unfortunately, I was discussion. So really, it is nice class. We should not miss at any cost. I will try my best. I have a sort of attendance. Last 3-4 months, really, I feel guilty. This is of my carelessness, nothing else. If you are connected with Lord Krishna, we won't miss a single class, whatever the situation may be. It is 1 minute if you miss your class, I think it is not compared with a crores of money. So it is a very giving. We are getting eternal bliss, the Parama Ananda, the perfect bliss you get. So nothing else in this world will do that effect. So this is Parama Jnana, this is Sargya Saspata Chirantana. The eternal bliss you will get it. So because of your mercy, Guruji, we are getting this opportunity. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.